Well,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hey there, LEGO fans, and welcome to another episode. Today, we're just going to go over the start of my Winter Village build. I do this every year, and every year I try to expand, but as much as I want to expand, I am limited by a 6-foot table, folding table. So I try to add something new, I try to go bigger, I try to go higher, and all within this small space. I look forward to a day when I have enough of a space that I can add a second table to it and, build even bigger. But for this year, the plan is quite simple. I started really late, so the layout took a little bit of time. So I don't want to say cheated a little bit. I actually used a nice trick. So as you recall, a few years ago, and I did a video about this, LEGO and IKEA collaborated on storage solutions called Big Leg, and they came in 3 different sizes. 3 different packages anyway. So the first one is the biggest one, and this is essentially the size of it. It's about 4 inches deep. As far as needing storage, I really don't, but I got this because it's Lego, and secondly, because I thought I could use the Big Legs, some way, shape, or form. And last year, what I did was I actually piled up a couple of the larger, these sizes, up in the corner here, and that's where the Lego, the Disney Castle rested. For the Winter Village, and as you can see, it turned out very, very well. So this year I thought I'd expand a little more. While doing some research, I came across a couple of builders who inspired me actually to use the lids as covers, as the base for the mountaintop. So that's what I plan on doing this year, and also, because I need to build high, I thought a nice shortcut would be using the smaller Big Leg containers as giant Lego bricks and build those up for the mountain. So this is what I have in the front, right? And it goes as deep as the medium-sized boxes, which are all the base here, right? So the Big Legs come in, this size, and 2 of these. Actually, let's move all this. So there's the medium size here, right? And then there's the large size box. And then the third pack, the third size of the Big Leg is actually a very small size, but it's a box this size, and it's 2 halves this size. Now, interesting thing about the Big Legs is that 2 of these packages will fit very nicely on top of the medium size, right? And then 2 of the medium sized boxes will fit on top of the largest size. So as you can see, it's, a full size, a half, a quarter, and an eighth. So they scale very well for whatever you're trying to build. So if you can get your hands on these, I highly suggest it, especially if you're gonna build something big like a mountain and you wanna hide, what's behind the mountain. You can easily use these. What I've also seen other people do is use Duplo. The newer Duplos actually fit to scale the regular Lego bricks. So you could use a lot of Duplo to build the structure of the mountain itself, and then just use these burps, big ugly rock pieces, as the mountain face. And we'll get to that. So for the back, right? Because I have the train tracks going all around, and because of the way the train tracks are designed, I really can't go too far away from the back edge of the base plates or too far close to the wall. It's a delicate balance. So what I actually did was I'm using regular Lego bricks, and I build those along with, these. And for these, I'm using the 2 by whatever plates that I can find, and add the 1 by, whatever long, 1 by 8, 1 by 10, 1 by 12 long pieces. And then I put them together and it creates a much stronger single piece that I use that as the truss to hold the top. It's always fun trying to come up with a new design every year. And I have to tell you this, for all my Winter Village builds, the toughest part is coming up with a mountain. Now, your question might be, why do I use the mountain? Because I like having a train in the Winter Village. Trains traditionally add something to a Christmas decoration, and I always like to add that. What else? So with the train, it means, less space to put stuff. So I want to build up. And so when I build up, I got to have a mountain and a tunnel and all that. So it really is a question of how you want to lay out your design. As I've said in last year's video, I started very small with a single advent calendar in the toy shop. And then the next year, my wife gave me 2 more Winter Village sets that I added on, and I've built on from there. This hasn't been a single year's design. I've been collecting this for about 7 years now. So just add something to it every year, and within a matter of a few years, you'll have a pretty sizable Winter Village. Start slow. You don't have to start with everything. If you are in the position to start with everything, please go ahead. But if you're just starting out, a single advent calendar is how I started. And that's just, over time you build on it. So how is this gonna look? Well, for starters, okay. So for starters, we have this at the very top. So this is what it's going to look like. I will fill in, different parts of it. But before we do that, one of the things that you really have to consider is lighting. If you're going to light your Winter Village, it has to be one of the first things that you do. So for me, what I'm using is this. A series of USB ports. There are 7 in this one, and I have another one which carries 4. There are a lot of lights that I'm going to be using. I'm not using anything from Light Bricks or Light Tailing or anything like that. I looked on Amazon for Lego light up bricks, and I found these sets, which I used last year. They're single 1x4. They're 1x4 bricks with LED lights attached to them, and they come in different colors. And there are 6 connected to one USB. I prefer those because they're a lot cheaper, So that's how I light my winter village. So for now, I'm gonna lay out the lights that I'm looking for, and we're gonna speed this up a little bit, and I'll talk a little more about it. So stick around. Okay, well, welcome back. Here is the end result of the 2021 Winter Village build. And I have to admit, it's not entirely what I had in mind at the start of the year, but I think the results came out pretty well. Again, it's really your winter village is your vision, right? Well, your vision as you put it together and the point at which you stop. That's your vision manifest. You could keep going, and I could certainly keep going, but I'm like, this is enough. I already have some designs for next year that I'm thinking about. I was thinking about taking the train tracks out of the village for next year, but my buddy Jack, who is KFOL, big time KFOL, when he took a look at it, and I said, I'm going to take the train out next year, and he said no. So Jack, just for you, we're going to keep the train next year, and thank you for the inspiration. We are keeping the train. But as I said in the beginning, I usually just simply place the already built sets. I keep them in giant tubs, which I keep underneath here when they're built, and then I pull them all out and remove all the buildings. And so the most amount of building that I will do for any winter village is the newest set, which for the 2021 Santa's visit, I never got around to adding it to this. So there is that. And the tunnel and mountain, which, as you saw before, I took some shortcuts on the tunnel. But I think this turned out very, very well, and I really hope you enjoy it. Every year I try to, tell a story with the details. This year I really didn't. The biggest story I told actually was this. Charles Dickens, theater. People sitting in the theater watching A Christmas Carol is what I added, which was the biggest story to be told. The rest of it is just townspeople. I have carolers here, singing carols, and I have a hot chocolate stand here. I have people skiing up here. I have the elves working on Christmas presents. I have Santa down here with Mrs. Santa Claus. Santa's having some coffee or hot chocolate, and Mrs. Santa Claus, just supervising the happy world. And then in the middle, there is the magic of Disney and Cinderella's castle. I went for looks this year more than a story. And again, hey, it's your winter village. You determine what it's going to do and what it's going to say. And if you are worried about, having something this big, again, as I pointed out last year, I started with one single Advent calendar and the toy shop, which is on the end over there. And every year I just added on. So take your time. Start somewhere. Keep adding. That's it. But it's been as always a hugely fun build, and I have loved every moment of it. And I'm actually looking forward to next year. One of the awesome things about this is the train. And I just absolutely love it. Yep. And this is my winter village. Thank you so much for staying tuned. So I could, go in there and give you details, but I couldn't possibly do it justice. I had a friend came over, and she did some photography on her phone, and she sent me all the photographs. So I'm just gonna put it at the end of this, and please do enjoy the details. Her photography was amazing. It's far better than what I could have done. So if you're watching this, Caroline, thank you so much. This is a great help, and I hope you enjoy. Like and comment, and let me know. If you have ideas for me for next year, please do let me know. And if you have questions about how I put all this together, yeah, let me know that too. And if you're wondering about the lights, and what did I do with the lights? Well, there are a set of lights that, brick lights that are on Amazon, and I just picked up a few of those, and every year I try to, get one more, and I add them. And that's what I have up here. The colored lights are by the same people, I think, and I just apply them and get the glow of the castle. It's simpler than you think, but it's a lot more fun than you think putting this together, and I thoroughly enjoyed another year of a winter village. And next year we'll see. We'll go bigger. We'll go maybe wider, maybe we'll go higher. I don't know, but I have some ideas that I'm toying with, and we'll see what comes out. So please do stay tuned, and I will keep you posted. Again, thank you so much for the support. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm so lucky to have all of you. So keep interacting, keep commenting. Let me know if you have questions, and let's keep building together. No matter where you are, as always, play well. storage boxes called Big Legs. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that one out.